Hi guys, my name is Victor. Welcome to my DIY Time channel. It's all about do-it-yourself car repairs on Toyota, Lexus, and Scion cars exclusively. So if that's something you're into, be sure to subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to register a brand new TPMS, Tire Pressure Monitoring System sensor, on any Toyota, Lexus, or Scion car using TechStream software. So first of all, the TPMS is a little device installed inside the tire in your car, and it's designed to measure the air pressure inside the tire. When that pressure gets lower than a certain threshold, the sensor sends a signal to the computer and you'll get a warning light on the dashboard indicating that the tire pressure is too low. Then all you have to do is add some air or replace the tire if necessary. TPMS sensors are battery operated, and over time, usually after 5-6 years, the battery dies and the TPMS sensor is no longer able to communicate with the computer. If that's the case, you'll get a warning light on the dashboard. It's very similar to the low tire pressure warning light, but it's a little bit different. When your tire pressure is low, you will get a solid warning light. But if your TPMS sensor is no longer working, you will get a low pressure warning light that is flashing for about a minute, and after that it becomes solid. That's how you can tell the difference between those two problems. Now that you know that you have a bad TPMS sensor, next you'll need to find out which specific sensor has gone bad. You can certainly replace all 4 of them if you feel like they're getting old, but it's also possible that only 1 or 2 of them have bad batteries. Also keep in mind that some cars have a TPMS sensor in a full-size spare tire, so always remember to check that one as well. To find the bad TPMS sensor, ideally you want to use TPMS scanner tool. These devices can quickly test whether or not your TPMS sensor is working, what's the TPMS sensor unique ID number, which we're going to need a little bit later, and what's the battery status. If the test fails, the sensor needs to be replaced. Also, if the battery status is low, it's a good idea to replace the sensor now as well. If you can't get a hold of the TPMS scanner tool, you can try the following trick instead. Release half of the air from one tire and then safely drive your car for a little bit. If you get low tire pressure warning on the dashboard, it means the TPMS sensor is still working and communicating with the computer. Add air to that tire and then move on to the next one. Any deflated tire that doesn't send a low tire pressure warning light to the dashboard has the defective TPMS sensor. In addition, you can use TechStream software to scan the TPMS ECU. It will display tire pressure in each wheel with good working TPMS sensor and unique TPMS sensor IDs. You can use the same trick with deflating tires to find out which tire has a bad TPMS sensor. Once you know how many sensors need to be replaced, you can buy them online to get the best price possible. If you're interested, I'm going to post a link in the description area below where I got mine from. Before installing the new sensor, be sure to write down or take a picture of the unique sensor ID that's going to be required later on during the registration process. To replace a TPMS sensor, tire needs to come off the wheel, and for that reason it's a good idea to do that when you're changing your tires or when you're doing tire rotation. In this case, replacing the TPMS sensor only takes a few minutes, and a good mechanic will usually not charge you anything extra for doing that. After installation, all new sensors need to be registered in the TPMS ECU. And once again, for that you have 2 choices. Either use TPMS scanner tool, and I have an entire video showing how to do that. If you are interested, you can check it out at the link on the screen or in the description area below. And the second option, you can use TechStream cable and software that can be used on Toyota, Lexus, and Scion cars. If you are interested where to get this cable, I'll post a link in the description area below as well. Connect the laptop computer to the diagnostic port in your car, and then launch TechStream software. Click on Connect to the Vehicle button. On the main menu, open Tire Pressure Monitor section. Click on Data List button. Here you can find all of the registration codes for your existing tire pressure sensors. Write them down or take a picture if you replaced only some of the tire pressure sensors, because during the registration process you can only register all 4 of the sensors at the same time. Next, go back and click on Utility button, and then click on ID registration. Read the instructions on the welcome screen and then click on Next button. Choose if you would like to register the sensors for the main or for the second winter tire set. Make sure that you have all of the registration IDs ready, and then click Next to start the registration process. Enter the first registration ID code and then click on the Next button. Do the same thing for the rest of the registration codes. Once the registration is complete, click on Exit button. And that's pretty much it. Very simple, easy process. I hope this video was helpful, and if so, please give it a like. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.